Why Nigeria is the fashion capital of Africa. The African Fashion Film and Manufacturing Lab is a transformative creative workforce development initiative designed to train, employ, and empower the next generation of African fashion creatives, wardrobe stylists, costume designers, apparel manufacturers, and fashion filmmakers. Our vision is to establish a Pan-African creative production ecosystem that combines fashion manufacturing, media production, cultural storytelling, and workforce development into one integrated institution. The initiative will provide youth and emerging creatives with practical training in fashion manufacturing, apparel production, wardrobe styling, costume design, fashion marketing, fashion photography and videography, fashion filmmaking, brand storytelling, textile innovation, entrepreneurship. Students will not only learn technical skills, but will actively participate in producing garments, fashion campaigns, fashion films, and creative productions that showcase African culture, craftsmanship, and storytelling to global audiences. The project aligns directly with CanX's mission to strengthen Africa's creative economy by supporting initiatives within the film, fashion, and broader creative industries. Vision: to build Africa's leading integrated fashion, manufacturing, and fashion media training ecosystem that transforms creative talent into sustainable economic opportunity. Mission: to equip African youth and emerging creatives with industry-ready skills in fashion manufacturing, wardrobe styling, costume production, and fashion media, while preserving African cultural identity through cinematic storytelling and innovative design. The problem: Africa possesses extraordinary creative talent and cultural richness. However, many aspiring fashion creatives face significant barriers. Limited access to practical industry training, lack of manufacturing infrastructure, limited pathways into film wardrobe and costume industries, high youth unemployment, underrepresentation of African fashion storytelling in global media, limited business and entrepreneurship education for creatives, insufficient access to modern production and content creation facilities. At the same time, Africa's film, fashion, entertainment, and digital media industries are rapidly growing, creating increasing demand for wardrobe stylists, costume designers, apparel manufacturers, creative directors, fashion content creators, fashion filmmakers, production assistants, textile innovators, commercial fashion production teams. This initiative is designed to bridge that gap. Project overview: the African Fashion Film and Manufacturing Lab will serve as a fashion manufacturing training academy, a fashion media and film production hub, a workforce development initiative, a creative entrepreneurship incubator, a cultural storytelling platform. The initiative will integrate hands-on production with education, allowing students to gain real-world experience while producing commercially viable products and media. Core program areas: 1. Fashion manufacturing and apparel production. Students will receive practical training in garment construction, pattern making, industrial sewing, sportswear production, school uniform production, quality control, textile sourcing, sustainable fashion production, production management. Students will contribute to real production contracts and commercial manufacturing opportunities. 2. Wardrobe styling and costume design. Students will train in editorial styling, celebrity styling, costume development, film wardrobe management, fashion direction, cultural costume preservation, styling for commercials and music videos. This program will support Africa's growing film and entertainment sectors. 3. Fashion film and media production. Students will create fashion films, brand campaigns, creative editorials, documentary storytelling, runway productions, digital marketing campaigns, cultural storytelling productions. The media division will showcase African fashion, textiles, designers, and artisans to regional and international audiences. 4. Entrepreneurship and creative business development. Students will learn fashion business management, branding and marketing, e-commerce, export readiness, intellectual property basics, creative entrepreneurship, client acquisition, financial literacy. The goal is to help graduates launch sustainable careers and businesses. Cultural preservation through fashion storytelling. A major pillar of this initiative is the preservation and promotion of African cultural identity. Students will document and reinterpret indigenous textiles, traditional garments, local craftsmanship, African fashion heritage, cultural symbolism in fashion. Through fashion films and visual storytelling, the initiative will amplify authentic African narratives and preserve cultural traditions for future generations. Social and economic impact. The African Fashion Film and Manufacturing Lab will create employment pathways for African youth, empower women and emerging creatives, strengthen local manufacturing capacity, support the African film and fashion industries, promote African cultural exports, build entrepreneurship opportunities, increase access to creative industry careers, foster regional collaboration across African countries, target beneficiaries. The project will primarily serve youth ages 18 to 35, women entrepreneurs, emerging designers, aspiring filmmakers, wardrobe stylists, underrepresented creatives, low-income communities, creative entrepreneurs. Proposed phased development. Phase 1, foundation and training. Establish training facility. Recruit instructors and mentors. Launch fashion manufacturing programs. Begin small-scale garment production. Develop industry partnerships. Phase 2, media and film expansion. Launch fashion film studio. Introduce wardrobe styling and costume design programs. Produce student-led fashion films and editorials. Partner with filmmakers and creative agencies. Phase 3, commercial production ecosystem. Expand manufacturing capacity. Offer wardrobe services for film productions. Launch African fashion media platform. Develop export-ready African fashion products. Host fashion film showcases and cultural events. Sustainability model. The initiative will generate revenue through tuition and training programs, apparel manufacturing contracts, school uniform production, sportswear production, fashion production services, wardrobe and costume services, fashion media production, brand collaborations, sponsorships and partnerships, cultural and creative events. This hybrid model supports long-term sustainability while creating employment opportunities for students and graduates. Strategic partnerships. The project seeks partnerships with film studios, fashion brands, universities, textile manufacturers, tourism boards, cultural ministries, creative agencies, international fashion organizations, media and streaming companies. These partnerships will strengthen training opportunities, production capacity, and market access. Alignment with CanEx. The African Fashion Film and Manufacturing Lab strongly aligns with CanEx priorities by supporting Africa's creative economy, developing youth talent, expanding film and fashion industries, encouraging cross-sector collaboration, promoting African storytelling, strengthening creative infrastructure, supporting entrepreneurship and job creation. The project uniquely combines fashion, manufacturing, media production, and cultural storytelling into one scalable ecosystem, capable of generating economic and social impact across the continent. Funding request. We respectfully seek support from CanEx to assist with facility development, equipment and machinery, film and media production equipment, training resources, program operations, student scholarships, workforce development initiatives, production infrastructure, creative incubator development, long-term vision. Our long-term vision is to establish a pan-African network of creative production and fashion innovation hubs that position Africa as a global leader in fashion manufacturing, cinematic storytelling, and creative entrepreneurship. The African Fashion Film and Manufacturing Lab will become a talent pipeline for Africa's creative industries, a production hub for fashion and film collaborations, a cultural storytelling platform, a sustainable employment ecosystem, a center for African creative excellence. The African Fashion Film and Manufacturing Lab represents a bold and innovative approach to creative workforce development in Africa. By combining fashion manufacturing, fashion media, film production, and cultural storytelling, this initiative will equip African youth with practical industry skills while strengthening Africa's creative economy and global cultural influence. We believe this initiative has the potential to become a transformative model for creative industry development across the continent. We welcome the opportunity to partner with Canex to help shape the future of Africa's fashion and creative industries.